for Faribault from their own 30-yard line with 7:14 to go in the game. Faribault leads 20-0.
And it looks like they're going to pick up another win.
Go to 4-1 on the season and go to Mayo next Friday night.
That is obviously a huge game. Now, you don't think Mayo's going to get beat by Overlee tonight, do you?
No. Of course, I didn't think they were going to get beat by Century either. Handoff comes on the right side, looking for some running room. Wilford, and he gets it out across the 35 and up to about the 36 to 37-yard line.
I just love the way he runs. Never hesitates, just picks it up, runs into the hole, and flies.
So Wilford takes it out across the 35-yard line. They're going to put it down to 36. Let's call it a 6-yard pickup. 2nd down and 4. Wilford comes out of the ball game. LeVate comes out over the football. Both ends in tight. Double wing formation. Shima, the single back. Matsky under center. In motion comes Thielbar. They give it to Thielbar. Gets a good kick-out block and lowers his head, and is going to be up close to a 1st down as he gets it up to the 40.
Guess who was pulling in front of him? Mr. Vanderveen.
Cody Vanderveen with the block. Should be enough for a 1st down, and it is. 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
Faribault is only throwing 2 passes tonight. They haven't had to throw, obviously.
6 minutes and 23 seconds and the clock running. As in the ball game with the play for the Falcons comes Brian Bossman.
The Falcons, they entered this game last in the Big 9 in passing, but we only have 1 loss.
Up to the line of scrimmage comes Matsky. Hand off to Shima, and he gets about 2 or 3. Falcons now just want to control that football.
Now 12 yards on the night. Boyers came into this game 5th leading rusher in the Big 9, and they've done a great job on Mr. Boyer.
You really have. They really have.
He has 48 yards thus far tonight.
2nd down and 8 now as we approach the 5.5-minute mark to go in the ball game. Matsky sets him down, deuce backfield. Matsky takes a snap, spins, hands off on the right side, and getting out across the 45 and up to about the 46 or 47-yard line is Sean Thielbar, I believe.
Both Thompson and Vanderveen had great blocks on that play.
Thielbar hammers it out to about the 46-yard line. Well, it'll be 3rd down and a long 4. 3rd and a long 4. But the clock on the Falcons side as we now at 5 minutes to go in the game.
33 yards now for Thielbar tonight.
Falcons will go to 4-1. 2-3.
To be one of the favorites to win the Big 9 this year.
That's right. Double wing formation. Thielbar comes in motion. They give the ball to Thielbar. Again, gets a good block and grinds it across, lunges forward on a 2nd effort, gets across the midfield stripe, and is going to be very close, if not picking up the 1st down.
What a bevy of running backs the Falcons had. A nest, I should say.
Yes.
A nest full of Falcons.
And he does pick up the 1st down, and that brings the 2nd unit on the field for the Falcons. So 1st and 10 for Faribault at the Mankato West 49-yard line now as Adam Schatzko, the quarterback for Faribault. Brian Bossman brings in the play. Also Matt Scaruppa's in there. Also in for the Falcons is Marcus Johnson. Brent Babcock in there. And now the Falcons call a timeout. Timeout with 4 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the ball game. Faribault leads 20-0. They'll go to 4-1 on the season. They have 3 games left. 2 of those are on the road. They're at Rochester Mayo tomorrow or next Friday. They're at Owatonna the following Friday.
All the games are big now as you get down the downhill portion of the season schedule.
That's right.
This was a huge win tonight for Faribault. This is a very good Mankato West team. You can overemphasize the fact that they were the best passing team in the league coming into this game, and obviously, probably a little.
This West team should have beat John Marshall the first game of the season.
They're probably a little dejected the fact that it snowed tonight.
Faribault Falcon tennis team heading to Rochester tomorrow for the Big 9 championships.
Well, maybe Coach Knotts can pull out that.
Well, if anybody can pull it out, it's Coach Knotts. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Falcons now as the second unit in the ball game. Schatzko brings them up to the line of scrimmage. Keep in mind they're playing against the first unit for West, who's still in there from the 49-yard line. Schatzko hands the ball off on the right side, trying to find some running room, and getting pulled down now is Matt Savoy. Lost about a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. More importantly, that clock is a-ticking for the Falcons as we're almost down to the 4-minute mark.
And I guess the night's done for Hartman and company, so we can tally those numbers for you.
What an outstanding job they did. Also in the ball game now, Alan Krenz is in there. Andy Kess is in there for the Falcons. 2nd down and 11 from the midfield stripe. Little lines up as the fullback, and we got a flag. Somebody lined up in the neutral zone. Referee, and let's see who it was. Illegal procedure against the Falcons. Adam Paquette in there at a line. Nate Schultz also in there for the Falcons. So the 5-yard penalty moves it back to the 45-yard line. Second down and 15. Schatzko sets him down. Takes the snap, hands it off to Little. Little breaks it across the 50. Little still on his feet and goes down. Fumbles the ball, but he was down. He was down at the 45-yard line. But Adam Little does a good job. He's a tough cookie. Takes it all the way down to the 45-yard line, and it'll bring up 3rd down and about 7. So he got 8 yards on the play. Little, 6 foot, 223-pound junior. 3rd and 6. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Faribault leads 20-0. Again, the deuce backfield. Again, the handoff this time. Savoy trying to run wide. Oh, got crunched. The ball popped out, and then I think West got it. It was laying there, and it's going to be Mankato West ball. Boy, Savoy really got drilled.
That would be a 4th fumble for Faribault tonight.
So West is going to take over with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the ball game.
124 yards unofficially tonight for Tom Hartman, 89 yards for Wilford rushing. And then, of course, all-purpose yards. If you throw in his kick returns, punt returns, and whatnot, he had a very productive night.
Yes, he did.
37 for Thielmar, 11 for Shima.
West up to line of scrimmage from the 49-yard line of the Falcons, 1st and 10. As Nestler again back to pass, throws over the middle, and it is complete on a diving catch at about the 40-yard line. And turn around, Wiest, or no, that was it was Wiest that caught the ball. Gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
Just his 3rd catch of the night.
Nestler again back to pass, throws it out here in the flat, and it is caught and then knocked out of bounds inside the 30. Almost knocked away by with a Falcon defender, went high in the air, but just couldn't quite get to it.
That was Wiest again.
Wiest picks up another 1st down. Gets knocked out of bounds to stop the clock. West right now just wants to get on the board. Ball at the 29-yard line of the Falcons. 1st and 10, 2 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the game.
Wiest now with over 20 catches on the year. This is just the 5th game.
Nestler brings them up to the line of scrimmage. Receivers to both sides. Nestler again back to pass, looking right, screen pass set up. It's complete to Boyer. He's got blockers in front of him. Boyer comes back, gets around the corner, cuts it back against the grain, and finally knocked down at about the 20-yard line. I don't see any flags. Again, the screen pass, and they're going to put it down inside the 20 at about the 15. So 1st and 10 for West from the Falcon 15-yard line.
That is just a great call against the defense that you know is going to be throwing everybody at you, just pinning their ears back.
First down and 10 from the Falcon 15-yard line. Nestler again back to pass, throws a slant pass, complete, and he's down to the goal line, and he's in for the touchdown. Stock on the slant pattern. Had Naraki hanging on his back as he crossed the goal line, but the Scarlets are on the board with 1 minute and 56 seconds to go in the ball game. On a 15-yard pass from Nestler to Stock, and it's a 20-6 game. West will attempt the kick, the extra point by placement.
Fourth catch of the night for Stock.
Josh Harvey will kick it. It's up, and it is good. So with 1 minute and 56 seconds to go, it's Faribault 20, Mankato West 7. And the Falcons will go to 4-1 on the season as they get ready to travel to Rochester, Mayo next Friday night. 2 weeks from tonight, they're at Owatonna, and then that's come back on the following Wednesday to take on Mankato East, and then the playoffs get underway the following Tuesday.
Well, I guess, Mike, before we leave here, we got to say thanks to Denny Thompson. Guess you could call him our producer here today.
He was kind of our producer, engineer, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, the Temples doing an outstanding job with the camera work.
That's right.
All the switching and all that good stuff.
And we remind our listeners, as long as they're watching, that tomorrow afternoon we'll be at Manitou Field, homecoming for the St. Olaf Olies.
On the radio.
And we'll have it for you on KDHL AM radio. 920, about 12:45 with the Paul Miller Show. Tell you, the Olies had a great outing last Saturday night up at Augsburg. Put 480 yards of offense on the board and lost by 3. Well, I guess you're probably safe to say we're seeing an onside kick.
If we don't, I'll be shocked.
As Harvey lines up to kick it off with 1 minute and 56 seconds to go in the game. Faribault leads 20-7. And here's the onside kick, and it didn't go 10 yards.
Oh, it did.
And it's down. Now, did it go out of bounds? That's a good.
That's where they're marking it.
Well, Falcons are going to get the ball at the 48-yard line of Mankato West with 1 minute and 55 seconds to go in the ball game. 1:55 to go in the game. Faribault leads 20-7. First and 10. And again, as Rich Oliphant said last week on our Let's Talk Sports program, homecoming, we always play pretty well. Well, they played pretty well tonight. You got to give them a lot of credit. They played very well tonight. Matsky back in at quarterback, that first unit back in there now, as the handoff goes the second man through Shima, and he goes down at about the 45-yard line. And Falcons can almost run out the clock. If they could get a first down, they would run out the clock, and Mankato West takes a timeout.
And I'm sure the reason they're in there, Mike, is simply they don't want more turnovers. As unofficially, 258 yards from the first unit rushing in this game. I have not tallied the others that have run thus far for the Falcons.
Well, the Falcons, as we said, will go to 4-1. Mankato East or West will go to 2-3. West next week. Don't have their schedule here in front of me. Let's see. They played Mayo last week. I think they got East. But the Falcons 4-1